Hi internet, it's me, Lemon Drop, and I'm back for another reaction. And like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, it's like, I saw a video, well, this guy was talking, right? Like, I guess it's like the owner of cereal or whatever. He was talking like, having cereal for dinner. That's an option now. It's like, because food prices are so damn high, right? It's like, yeah, have cereal for dinner. And it's like my immediate thought was like, fuck off. Like, cereal for dinner? There's oh my god, like, come on, come on. It's just another corporation trying to, like, hey, buy more of my product. Hey, here's a reason, buy more of my product. It's because the other corporate guys, they're getting all the money from you. Like, you should buy my product. Like, the only food that's breakfast that's appropriate for dinner time is like waffles or pancakes. Like, now that's a good dinner. Like, you give me some like waffles and bacon for dinner. Oh man, I'm puppet putty in your hands. Let me tell you, that would make me so happy. I'd be like, hey, lemon, I made dinner. Like, oh, what's for dinner? Waffles and bacon. Oh my god, I just. I would be instantly like, oh, you love me. Oh my gosh, you love me so much. And she's like, yeah, of course I do. Like, that's why I made pancakes and hash browns. Oh my gosh, will you marry me? Will you marry me? That's love. That's what love really is. Making that's the appropriate dinner breakfast. Like, you can have that for that. And here's another thing too. You know what else is really good at like 2 in the morning? Like Jack in a Box. Just like, I swear, Jack in a Box sells their food to like people that get high. Like, their promotions are strictly for people that smoke weed. And you get 2 tacos for $1, like $1 something. Like, 2 tacos. Hey, you want to go Jack in a Box and order 30 tacos? Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, we'll get some loaded tacos already. Like, all the tacos. Why don't you just say all the tacos with your high ass? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, what are we doing today, Lemon? Aside from talking about food, like, food's on my mind. Today, oh my gosh. Right. So we haven't done a Rin video in a while, and I figured, why not? Why not do another one? So this one is Money Game Part 3. I was kind of looking. I don't think I saw Money Game Part 2, but it's with him sitting in a chair, like in that same room from like the first one, one of the first ones I went, like, super viral. Okay, anyway, let's just start it. Let's just start. Here we go. Red is so amazing. His rhymes are they're so freaking sick. So sick. Okay, let's see what he said. Let's see what he has in store for us this time. Here we go. We got Rin, Money Game Part 3. Here we go.
tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26,
oh my gosh, I didn't want to pause it. Okay, how about, there's so much stuff, like at the very beginning, he, like, has the what looks like suffocating him, right? Like, he has the bag over his head with the noose, and it's like, it's suffocating him, and he took it off to, like, start singing, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and then you're thrusted into, like, the how this kid grew up. And this kid, like, had the extreme talent, but he also had a dad that pushed him and said, money is everything. Money is not everything. Oh my gosh. Because when you grow up without it, you get something. You get something. You don't get stuff. That's what you don't get. You don't get stuff, but you get a lot of something else that is important to the person. It's important to the being a person. Anyway, you would have to work for stuff. It means a lot more. Anyway, but this kid's a genius, man. Like, but a genius kids, like, they're so driven. Like, they gotta work towards something, otherwise they'll fade away. So, I don't know. Like, do you push? Like, how hard do you push? Like, I think this guy pushed too hard. Here we go.
it's a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Oh my gosh, okay, this is the last time I pause this. This story is insane. Like, and all the kid wanted was his dad's approval. And like, what did his dad do? Probably fucking nothing. Like, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Rin's storytelling is unmatched. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. So freaking captivated.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Damn. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, so much to say. Like, so okay, so for starters, his dad's a dick. Like, what his dad accomplished, right? He just kept pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. And all, sometimes kids, all they ever want is just, like the love of their father or the approval of their father, if they're even around. It's like, this kid strives so hard to be more and be impressive and get more, and like the dad's like, no, enough, you gotta keep going. And it's like, impress me. And then the kid tries and tries and tries, and then before you know it, dad dies of a heart attack, and the kid he never got what he always wanted. And it's like, it's after years of like building this massive empire and building it off the death of others, and he started realizing, like, oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I done? Like, is all of this really worth it? And it's like all the death and all the money and guns and stuff that I sold across arms, and all the souls that are on his head, and it's like, is it worth it? And it's like, no, it's really not. But like everything in our society, it tells us, it's like, okay, so okay. First off, Rin is phenomenal. Like, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's captivating. like 1000% captivating. Like I was so tuned into what he was saying. It's like his storytelling is off the chart, and his messages spot the fuck on. Let me tell you, like, oh my gosh, his message is so true. Like, if there's one thing I kind of hate, I absolutely hate. Like, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. I love where I'm at. I love California. I love all this stuff. But I hate some society things that have like happened, and like, so for instance, like, okay, I'm gonna get minorly political for just half a second, like not too long, not too long. But I think like the stock buybacks, with allowing companies to like buy their own stock and inflate their own thing, that and corporate greed is like, it's wrecking our world. It's wrecking everything. It's wrecking everything. Oh, and this, like all of our politicians, they're all bought. Like they have no intention of making our life any better because money's coming into their campaign and their pockets by the super rich who don't want that. Like, they could easily pay for our education and our health care, like easily. Don't let them lie to you. They easily could, but no. Ukraine needs all this money. Like, I absolutely love it how they're like, they make the biggest stink out of sending what, a $1,200 check to people, and like, here, yeah, we'll send you two $1,200 checks for the whole year. Good luck. Like, that's one of my rents. That's $1,200. That's one of my rents. You pay for two rents, and you leave me alone for the whole year? Like, what? What? And then they're complaining that, like, oh man, the $1,200 check is going to ruin our society. It's going to ruin our society. Meanwhile, we send billions and billions to everywhere else except here, you know, and all these corporations like see that inflation's happening, so they're like, oh yeah, and they just jack the prices up, even though they're raking it in. They're raking in billions of profits, and they're just bleeding us dry. They're just like, they're just bleeding us dry, and then they like, the life sells you like, hey, make your money. Go do your thing, make your money. And then, like, they almost encourage us to just make it in like any way possible. Like, money is all like Instagram and all that is like showing, like telling you, making people think that, oh, you gotta be rich to be happy. And it's like, man, I grew up poor. I grew up so poor. Like, and I was happy. I was super happy growing up. Like, I didn't even know, grew up in the countryside, poor as shit. Like, I don't even remember having a vehicle that had AC in it. You know, like my buddy's truck, you couldn't even roll up the window. Like, that's how we grew up. And we all grew up happy. The whole society was super happy. But money doesn't buy happiness. It really doesn't. What it does buy is the like health insurance and a roof over your head. That's one thing money gets. And if there's one thing, and on food, you can buy all the food with lots of money. And that is one thing. Those are certain things people stress about when they don't have money: food, housing, and healthcare. Like, that's it. Anyway, all of that to say, sorry, oh man, my political brain's coming out. I usually don't turn it on, but well, like, not what I'm talking about. Because when I talk about it, I go off and I'm just, oh, fuck the government, fuck all this thing. They're purposely destroying everything. Like, corporate greeds. And Rin, I'm supporting Rin's video. I agree with him. I agree with everything he said. I agree with everything he said, and I agree with the story. I agree with all the everything. They're just bad. They purposely make us, like, not educate us. They purposely tell us there's only two choices, so we're divided. And then, and then they feed us corporate media and tell us to buy shit. Fuck corporations. Fuck all the things. Like, just fuck it all. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. That's all I gotta say. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to go do something. But Rin, you are amazing. I love your storytelling. You are phenomenal, and you deserve all the fame that is coming your way. You deserve it all. You deserve it all because you are entertaining. Your storytelling and you're just spot on. I wish things were different too. Anyway, okay. That's enough political jabber for me. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna move on. Anyway, if you think that the our whole society is bought and paid for, hit that like and subscribe. It totally is. It totally is. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, Internet, I'm gonna go watch something happy. Go watch some cartoons. I hope you have a good day. Bye.